right, everybody. I want to welcome you to another episode of Answers with Ava. I'm Avalon. Tell all of you guys thank you for either watching this live or on our YouTube channel or on our website. I have gotten together an eclectic group of people here today, and my theme or my only qualification was that you've had to be breeding for a while. And all the people sitting up here on the stage have been breeding with Amaretto for a while. So I thought it would be fun to get all of them down here and kind of ask them some questions. Let me introduce everyone to you. We have Draco Carpaccio. He's actually a moderator for Amaretto. Thank you for coming down here today, Draco.
Thank you very much.
Then we have Kenny Moonlight, or Kenny Barbosa. She's been breeding with us for a long time as well. Thank you for joining our discussion today, Kenny.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Then we have the lovely Miss Diamond Holiday. She's been breeding with us maybe since the beginning. She was a moderator at one time. Thank you for coming down, Diamond, and joining us today.
Thank you, Ava.
And then we have Devil's Touch Dangle, just Devil's Touch. I don't know too much about him. I do know that he purchased a very special chicken one. Thank you for joining us today, Devils.
It's good to be here. Sometimes the less you know about me, the better.
Well, I brought all you guys down here, and I just want to kind of have a general discussion about Amaretto, about your experiences breeding and your experience with Amaretto. I was curious, and I wanted to know what brought you guys into breedables, whether it was Amaretto or if it was another breedable that you first did. What drew you into breedables at all?
I started, I think like most people, with the bunnies, and that got me into the breedables. I used to breed the vampires, the garnet eyes. That's sort of carried on one of my favourite horses here at the minute.
All right, Draco, how about you?
Uh, Basically a few years ago, a friend of mine had a bunch of horses, and I saw the Black Walkers, and just fell in love with them, and she gave me one, and that was history. Kept them growing more and more and more.
All right, Diamond.
I saw the first advertisement when Amaretto was gonna start the breedables and kind of got worked up about it. In real life, I'm actually afraid of animals. So it was a way for me to try to break the fear that I have of dogs and cats and any animals. I'm afraid of all of them. So I thought, okay, you can do this, and kind of fell in love with them. So that's kind of what brought me here.
How about you, Miss Kenny?
I actually started with the Scion chickens, and then I took a break from Second Life for a while, and then when I came back, I heard that there was horses, and horses are my favorite animal, and I could never have them in real life, so that's how I kind of got into them in there. That's just been with them ever since.
Oh, awesome. And don't worry, Diamond, I am scared of horses, scared to death of horses, actually, in real life, so you're not alone.
Ava, since then, I've actually been able to go to a horse farm and actually ride a horse, and I'm getting over
Very
my
nice.
fears. So,
Very
yeah,
cool.
it's amazing.
Oh, great. So what brought all you guys to Amaretto? We heard Draco, a friend brought him. Kenny, you
hmm
said you started with the chickens. How did you end up at Amaretto? Was it uh, through a friend? Did you see him somewhere? Market?
I was hanging out somewhere, I can't even remember, and I met somebody, and she was talking about them and brought me to actually it took me to a market, and that's how I brought my first horses there, and then took me to the main store where I got the food, so that's where I found them.
I had met most of the team through buying and selling, and one of my favourite auctioneers at the time was Dakota. So this is before the pre-release.
All right.
And I seen how the vet had done and decided to give the horses a go when they come out, and been dabbling ever since.
All right. How about you, Miss Diamond?
I got caught up in the whole hype of, the anticipation that they're coming, they're coming. And so I can't even remember what market I was at, but yeah, I think it was Jim. Um,
Oh,
so
I remember
that's
that
how.
market.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Mhm.
All right, so how about, I'm pretty sure you guys are all going to have the same answer, but which amaretto animal is your favorite?
Horses.
Mm-hmm.
Horses.
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 My favourite is actually my enchanted pixie male, and he's 500 and, or he's 757 days old. He's my good luck charm, and I haven't been arrested once since I got him.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I was arrested but not charged, if you know what I mean.
Now, how many of you guys actually ride and race your horses? And we
I do
will
seldomly.
try not to get you arrested on this show, Devils.
Plead the fifth.
I, I'm training 3 horses at the minute, and I've one female up to class AA, but I haven't actually raced her. So,
Well, if you have
and the
Class
horses,
AA, what are you waiting for?
yeah, I'm waiting for it to go to S. It's 70% A and 3% A. So, be another month or so.
How about anyone
I,
else? Does anyone else ride or race?
I ride mine. I have never raced mine yet, but I've trained a couple.
I ride and race mine.
I ride, race them at the AMOC races,
Yeah, those muck races are a lot of fun, and they do those every month. And Devil, you need to take your Class A out there and try to race it because Dakota, I know you guys can't read text, but Dakota was saying they really do fly. They do. They go so fast you can't turn the corner fast enough. So, okay, here's kind of just a general breeding question, and I know everybody's different. My style is way different than, say, Draco's style. But how do you organize your breeding stock, Draco? I mean, do you have specific pairings you set up continuously, or how do you do
Mm,
yours?
I usually keep 4 to 5 mares to one male. I try to keep them as long as possible to get like sibling packs out of them. So when I do breed them later on, I may have a chance as a albino later on, which I did finally get one early this year. So it works off.
Oh, way to go. How about you, Kenny? What's your breeding style?
I have no organization. I have them all lined up and then around the food, but I just, whatever one's ready, I just kind of put them together. I don't have no organization.
I'm a little anal OCD, so males are all kept separate, females separate, and I actually breed the traits based on what I'm trying to make. So I'll pick up a mare and then, pick up a male and put them together after I've looked at them and kind of studied what they've passed before. So then I pick them both up and then set them together, wait for them to breed and put them back.
How about you, Devils?
I usually keep one male to 4 or 5 females, but recently I've been trying to breed for traits, and I wasn't having much luck, so that Spiky helped me set them up. But it wasn't until I started breeding to get actual traits into horses I realised just how much dedication and patience some people take. It's not easy getting a trait into a new line or an old line that you have.
I can definitely attest to that. I have known and seen people who spend 4 hours a day minimum organizing their horses, placing them out, putting them together, taking them apart, studying pedigrees, and then you have people like me who throw 20 horses out there and wait to see what you get back.
I have no idea the amount of work involved, and recently she's only for her pairing them off for me. I've got a white walker with race trait, the Falabella, and the Moonlight Wing. So whatever she's doing, it's working. but
Awesome.
his mate was just pick and mix, throw the one in, throw the male in.
If you just happened to pass me in a market and I told you that I was absolutely brand new to Amaretto, uh, what advice and which direction would you point me? Or would you try to sell me your horse for 30K?
For that green out, I'd probably get myself into trouble. No, I would tell you to don't jump in and buy too many at once. I would ask you to look around, see how many breeds there is, visit as many people's places as you can, and if you do go to buy, decide that you want to work on one particular horse, check the parents before you buy. The, sometimes the horse might be a bit dear to buy a horse with good parents, but you're more likely to get a successful line from them. So shop around and don't rush to anything till you know exactly what you want.
That's pretty good advice. How about you, Diamond? You got anything you'd add to that?
Well, I had to have a note card with some markets on it. The main stores on a note card. I always try to give that to people, so there's some suggestions of places that I go look for stuff, and then I always give away a very nice horse to someone new. So I don't know. I'm just kind of one. I've always had a lot of people eyeing me back and ask about different things. So I kind of do that to let people know that there's a lot of us out there that do not mind helping a new people and getting them started with something really nice. So that's what I do.
All right. How about you, Kenny?
I'm a lot like Diamond. Um, Speaking of which, my real life best friend just wanted to get into horses, and she wanted horses that looked like her real life horses. So I gave her a few mechs, and I showed her where to get the horse food and stuff. But anyways, I would just tell people to breed what you like. Uh, I'm not in it for the money. I just like to breed what I think is pretty, and that's pretty much what I tell people when they ask me. Just breed what you like. Don't breed. I don't think I ever had more than a 16th trait horse, so I breed what I like. And that's what I would try to just tell people to breed what you like, and that's usually where you get the more fun.
Definitely. And fun is what it is about. How about you, Draco? Would you add anything to any of that?
Uh, I'm almost the same, but also to breathe what makes you happy, to look around, see different things, get an idea of what's out there. Also, I would give them the website, the wiki and stuff. Tell them to join the group chats, get involved with that, ask questions. And of course, I tell them join not the mod, I'm sorry, the mentor program. That actually helps some new people get partnered with everybody else that's been for a while. May learn a few things from them too. Talk to people.
Yeah, and what Draco's talking about, you guys, we do have a mentor program, kind of like a safe place, um, where we put a bunch of older breeders and we throw in all the newer breeders. So when they come in and ask questions, there's always someone there to answer them. Right, so let me ask you guys, I know Draco, you've been breeding with us for a while, Kenny, Diamond, Devil, all of you guys have been around for a while. What what keeps you here after 3 years? Amaretto's been around for 3 years. What keeps you breeding horses?
The surprises. You never know what you're going to get.
For me, it's the community as a whole. So many people from around the world having the same like-minded, goals to have some fun, enjoy themselves, and also the staff, and everything all together and actually step up and help some great charities along the way. That really touched base with me big time, and just a good overall fun experience being with people that enjoy the whole same things.
Anytime there was problems in the early days, it was a great customer service. You know, things got broken or everybody went right out of their way to fix it as soon as possible. So I've never had any complaints that I can really on the staff side. Everybody's been great, and that's what's coming back and keeping trying. It's
Well,
all
thank
around
you for that,
customers and
Devils.
everything
That's a
else.
pretty nice thing to say about us. I was hoping you were going
Uh,
to say it keeps you out of jail, but I'll take what I can get. How about you, Miss Diamond?
the community, um, the Amaretto staff, um, customer service. It touches home for me. I mean, as far as the Amaretto staff, you guys are like family to me. That's how I feel. I've been here since day one. Um, I feel like there's a great amount of loyalty with everybody in the community. But also, I feel like that as far as the staff goes, yourself, JC, Dakota, Mal, Carrie, just everybody, Jamie, TM. I mean, you guys are like family to me. And as the customer service, I mean, I've tried other breedables. It's amazing. I love the horses. Um, so, I mean, where else can you go and get what you guys give? I mean, I haven't found it, so I'll be here until you guys are gone, and that ain't gonna happen, so we'll be here.
That's awesome. Yeah, we definitely try super hard to keep you guys, like Kenny said, keep the surprises coming, and like Devil said,
Mhm.
if there's a problem, fix it. We try to make everyone happy. It never works out quite that way, but we try.
No,
Um,
you can't make everybody happy.
Mm-mm.
I've
I
noticed
don't
that.
think
You
so.
can't.
My five wives
You
would
can't.
agree with you.
okay, so how about just what is everybody's favorite charmed horse? There's a lot of them out there. Devils, what's your
All of
favorite?
them.
Definitely the demon.
Which
So
one, the Arctic Demon or the Inferno or
the,
the original?
the original one.
How about you, Miss Diamond?
Pegasus.
How about you, Kenny?
I think the pegacorn.
Good choice too. And Draco?
The Molten Clydesdale one, that huge one. Oh my god, amazing.
I find it interesting that you guys all said that your favorite ones were the older ones versus some of the newer ones. That's interesting. All right, so I know most of you guys, well, I don't know if all of you guys do or not, but most of you probably sell horses in bundles. So, what would you say is the best way to make a sell for one of your breedables? We'll start with you, Devil.
Well, I haven't been selling very much lately, but I usually use Bedboard for a busy marketplace. If you shop around, you'll see how many people's there.
And there's a ton of markets, I know that. How about you, Miss Diamond?
You don't want to go old school because I just always feel like the nicer you are to people, the more friends you make, and usually all mine sell if I just show somebody the horse. And I don't, just being honest. I really don't use a lot of markets. People usually IM me and ask if I have something. So that's kind of how most of mine sell.
So you have a pretty good network of breeders that you know
Hmm.
personally. That
Yeah.
that's awesome. How about you, Kenny?
I don't sell a lot, but I find that the best luck I've ever had was at auctions. I don't have a lot of luck at the markets and stuff, but other people have, so I don't know. Auctions for me.
I like going to a good auction, and especially if it's a fun one. How about you, Draco?
I honestly hardly ever really sell per se. Some markets once in a while, but I do get one of those stragglers from the Maya sell horses because when they look for a certain trade or something, they IM me, say, "Do you have such and such anymore?" And if I do, I usually know where it is, even though my bundles are everywhere right now. But that usually helps with the sales.
All right, now I have a question I feel that I'm going to regret asking, but I thought it would be a funny one. Um, does anybody have within good taste, a funny story about an Amaretto staff member?
I have lots of funny stories, but a gentleman never tells. And I might put the pictures up on the internet.
I'll tell one.
All right,
I
let's hear it,
probably
Miss Diamond.
shouldn't be doing this, but when I was doing the video, I can't stop laughing. Well, we were at the main sim, and the the dog was chasing the horse that I was riding when he was doing the video, and I can't remember exactly how many other people was watching, but Josie kind of got stuck in a hay, and it was really funny.
If you guys don't know what Diamond's referring to, she's referring to the commercial that's on our website. She was part of that. So check that out if you haven't watched that. But Josie
Oh
stuck in the
my
hay,
God.
that's a pretty good one.
It was really funny. You had to been there, but it took her a minute. She had to log off to get out the hay, so it was funny. Sorry.
Anybody else want to share a funny story? You, Draco, I know you got to have something.
Not too much of a one particular story, but just overall, just a good bunch of people at staff. You know, they're good-hearted, they're funny, they're witty, you know, so just talking to them sometimes, they're just a lot of fun.
All right, so we'll close out today's show with the last question. What is your dream horse, or what traits would it have?
For me, it would be a black walker with garnet eyes, red bridle, which would be a new trait, and red socks. And that's it.
Awesome. So Devils wants a red bridle. Got it. How about you, Diamond?
Oh my gosh. Black Walker, Nightfall Wings, Black Walker Wild Hair, Red Socks, Black Widow Eye, with a red bridle.
Oh, okay, you guys are on the red bridle. How about you, Kenny?
I think I got mine today. I got a black sorrel, and then I got a black bridle on it. It looks beautiful. That's pretty much what I was looking for. So I don't think I have a dream horse. I think I got it.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's got the white on the face with the black bridle. How about you, Draco?
Um, Again, I'm still loving the Black Walkers. The Nightfall Wings. Let's see, either long or upright long. Cosmic Galaxy Eyes. I think that just stands out like just wow. Coat chill or coat warmth and matching socks. I think blue or red with the lusters or gleam to it. Just matches everything. Just
All right, well, I do appreciate all you guys coming out today. I just want to blow your minds just a little bit with the fact, some tiny amaretto facts. Did all of you guys know that there are over 300 breeds of amaretto horses? And there are over 200 eyes? That
Wow.
is a
nice.
lot of combinations that
Wow.
people can be breeding together. And I'm not giving you guys exact numbers, but I'm just rounding. There's a lot of combinations out there, and I don't know that I could ever get bored. I fall in love with the horses over and over again, and each time we do something new. And
Mm-hmm.
the projects I work on, and putting this with this and that, and getting the horse that I want. So I hope that all you guys do that as well. I do want to thank you all for coming out today. And participating in Answers with Ava. Everybody kind of had a different opinion or a different way they do things. And I hope that I will see you all again on the next Answers with Ava. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it.